It is National Examination Week for junior secondary schools in Sierra Leone. From July 29 to August 7, over 126,000 candidates are taking the Basic Education Certificate Examination, or BECE, the Senior Secondary School Entry Examination, which is conducted by the West African Examinations Council, or WAEC. For many Sierra Leoneans taking the exam, it is an exciting experience all through. But for many others from communities like Seria in the northern district of Falaba, where there are no examination centers, it's an arduous experience. They have to travel to communities with examination centers. The closest center to Seria is Bendugu, the district headquarters town, which lies about 6 miles away. These candidates from the Missionary Church of Africa Junior Secondary School, or MCA, had to travel through long and bad roads to Bendugu to sit the exam.
When you want to take bike first, you cannot able to afford expensive because here fuel is only 50 euros per liter. Yes, right? And not everybody is selling it.
The school and the community had to arrange for transportation and lodging. This year, MCA has 64 candidates, all of whom are housed here at the Ansarul Primary School of Bendugu.
Because of the numerous challenges that we have and thinking about movement of those huge amounts of kids, where their parents rely on you alone, the administration to control them, is very difficult. So that has a negative impact on them. Though we are trying.
29 of the candidates are girls, and they are all cramped in this classroom where they would spend the rest of the week. Thanks to the government's radical inclusion policy, Sayomara had a second chance at having an education after an unwanted pregnancy resulting from a relationship with a teenager in her village of Yibakiridu, neighboring Syria.
Some of our parents are farmers and they are suffering in our community, so they send us to school for us to learn and help them to move them from the farm. And that is why I'm here to sit.
I'm happy because I'm sitting my examination. I've been studying for 3 years for the exam. So finally I'm sitting it, so I'm happy.
But for these kids, getting here was no fun experience. Their parents were required to contribute for transportation, lodging, and feeding. And not everyone could afford it. The school had to come to their aid.
We are facing different difficulties. Where we sleep, you can see where we sleep. The place is not comfortable. The place is cold. We leave our house to come here. We are struggling. We are facing different problems. Our money, our properties, they will steal it. We are not eating. For the day, we will eat only one time. One time for the day we eat. So we are really struggling. So we are appealing to the government so that we have so many daycare centers where we can sit.
Transportation in most of rural Sierra Leone is a constant uphill struggle. Bikes are the popular means, but they are expensive and, depending on the road condition, can be dangerous. The student had to be cramped onto bikes in 4s, 5s, and even 6s to share the cost. Seria is the sectional headquarters for 12 villages within Mongo Chiefdom. BECE candidates from all the schools in these communities traveled to Mongo to sit the exam, the farthest of them located 17 miles from Bendugu. Due to the bad condition of the 6-mile-long road linking Seria to Bendugu, one of the boys fell off from the bike he was riding on along with 5 others.
An incident which is somehow severe, but thank God, because of the intervention of the medical doctor, they were able to calm a little bit. Still now, but presently we called the parents and told them that kids got an incident. So they are very, very discouraged.
The solution says the school's authorities and parents is for their village to have its own examination center.
Even the preparation self, when the pikin already for go a distance, the preparations on people and some parents when they are poor, they no dey afford that money. The pikin go dey, if you dey care na 1 week or na 2 weeks or sometimes, wetin the pikin eat na morning and day. But if you dey if you dey cook like feeding na morning, you go manage that day, go sit and come back in the afternoon, then it will help the parent back again.
But Deputy Director of Education in Falaba, Philip Alex Kano, says Seria didn't meet the condition to have a center.
Enough candidates for them to have a center. At least you should have more than 200, the maximum amount 200 candidates for you to get a center on your own. And they don't have. Most of those schools, they have only 20 candidates, 30 candidates, up to 50 candidates. So WAEC will not open a center there.
According to the town chief, there is a solution to that.
This year, the beginning when I go sit under this school, now there is 64. You understand? Then if we start now, other villages that are around here, because this is the section of headquarters in Seria, comprised of 12 villages. You understand? So the other people that are around area, then they send them to kill them now. That will go sometimes the center will go down 200 or 300. Maybe more than now. You understand? So we are with the big. For when we begin do that constraint, so they never go back. So they work as an evening. Now wait for women go. So they never back, they never go to buy. So they wait after they get back, they work back then come out again. So the path going around the village the back. About 17 to 18 miles in the work on foot. Because they never have access to bike. So we really want, even though around this village there, that's what we want. Which of the ones, we the government or educational personnel, get the city, we get center in Seria. You understand? We get the center.
Until this issue is addressed, national examinations for these and many young Sierra Leoneans will remain a not-so-nice experience, despite the enthusiasm it is supposed to come with.